talk about mental health, it's very important to understand what is mental health. Because we often say mental health and we refer to it as a mental illness where it's different. Where mental health is just like physical health. It is a part of everyone's life. It's how you feel, your emotions, right? This is normal. Just like your physical health. But when you obtain a mental illness or you develop a mental illness, psychological disorder, whatever terminology in which you use to define it as, it's a change of behavior, mood, thinking. Symptoms can vary, depending on the person, situations, and how it affects your life, age, race, gender. And as we're talking about now, Black women. But where did it start? So I'm going all the way back to the Willie Lynch letter, 1700. It was the making of a slave. And in this, it was the breaking process of the African woman. So I'm not going to go through all of this. I'm not going to read it. If you guys want to just take the time and Google the Willie Lynch letter, it's about 60 pages, and what you will find is sickening. There's no other way to really explain it. But pretty much he said he's going to take the female, he's going to run a series of tests on her, force her to submit. Don't kill her because she is the best for economics. And once she learns to submit and become conditioned to submit, she will eventually train her offspring to do the same. Understanding this is the best thing, therefore we shall go deeper into the area of the subject matter concerning what we have produced in the breaking process of the female nigger. We have reserved relationships in her natural uncivilized state. She will have a strong dependence on uncivilized the nigger male, in which we see today. Let me see if you go, okay, this is the part where she is feeling left alone, unprotected, with the male image destroyed. The ordeal caused and to move into a psychological dependent state to a frozen independent state. And this is where you see the bad bitch syndrome as we see today. But what does that all mean? This is post-traumatic slave syndrome. If you guys are not familiar with it, I forget her name, but it is a book. It's Joy. Forget the last name, but she did write a book, and it called Post-Traumatic Slave Syndrome. And it kind of goes into the whole aspect of we are conditioned and we carry this gene from slavery until today. The big high, so we are reducing the stigma. Well, what is the stigma of the Black woman? And why don't we seek therapy? This is the main thing. As I'm doing research, I'm finding no information. Because, again, as we go back, this is what I found. I found subjects and tests being done on the Black woman, yet there's no treatment. There's no treatment plans. There's no really conducive studies as it pertains to the Black women's mental health. Now, I stated earlier just in brief conversation how I'm really not understanding the statistics around this whole subject matter, because some stats say that Black women are more or less likely, to even seek out any type of therapy or mental health care. But yet, Black women don't go to therapy. So where are these numbers coming from? But according to the CDC, Black women are about half likely to get mental health care. In 2019, Black female high school students were 60% more likely to attempt suicide than non-Hispanic white females of the same age. And I think we don't even really pay attention to the kids, because guess what? Once a child, you become an adult. And we focus so much on the black woman, but we neglect to even see what happened to the little black girl in the neighborhood or down the street. As you see this, 4.1% are black. These are therapists, just social workers, maybe counselors. But if you look at the American, forget the website, but statistics also show that it's 2% of black people that are psychologists and 4% that's psychiatrists. But it doesn't determine what gender, it just says black. So again, we're discounting, because I've been Googling and trying to find research as it pertains to what is the percentage of black prescribers and psychologists, because who's studying us? Why are we being studied and treated based on the old white man's philosophy? Erik Erikson, Sigmund Freud, those theories does not apply to us.